All right, let's jump right in. We're about to go on a little tour through the mind of a really fascinating and, super prolific online creator. It's a world where cybersecurity gets mixed with satire, where AI meets our own anxieties, and where civics actually gets a little bit funny. It's a wild combination, so let's get into it.
Now, right up front, I want to be super clear. This whole explainer is really a recap, a distillation of the amazing and frankly super diverse content from the YouTube channel of Norbert Bobgestische. We're pulling directly from his work to kind of map out the big ideas he talks about. So, all credit for this goes straight to the source.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about mastering your digital defenses. Then, we'll get into decoding the AI paradox. After that, we're shifting gears to rights and realities, and then we're going to wrap it all up with the power of curiosity.
Okay, first up, mastering our digital defenses. One of the things that really stands out about this channel is the way it handles online safety. It's this fantastic mix of genuine humor and some really practical, straight-up advice that actually makes you want to listen.
I mean, this quote just says it all, right? He grabs your attention by inventing this completely fake threat he calls cyber security. The idea that evil lint from your dryer is going to get into your network. It's ridiculous, it's hilarious, and it's a brilliant way to hook you into a much, much more serious topic.
Because behind all that satire are the real-deal dangers he covers all the time. We're talking about ransomware that can literally lock up your entire digital life, phishing attacks, and his funny take, fangling, that try to trick you, and of course the huge holes in our everyday smart devices, often caused by stuff as simple as not changing the default password.
And this breaks it all down. It shows you that hacking isn't some kind of dark magic. It's a business. It's a process. First comes recon. They're studying you, looking at your social media. Then, engagement. They reach out, maybe with a too-good-to-be-true job offer. Then, exploitation. They find a way in. And finally, monetization. They make money off you. It's a cold, calculated plan.
And here's where it gets really personal. The Internet of Things, our smart cameras, thermostats, TVs, even smart toasters, has opened up this gigantic new doorway into our homes. And get this statistic, because it's pretty staggering. 1 out of every 3 data breaches now involves one of these IoT devices. That gadget you bought for convenience, it could be the backdoor a hacker is looking for.
All right, let's move on to our next big topic. We're going to try and decode the AI paradox here, looking at how the channel really frames artificial intelligence as this two-sided coin. On one side, it's an incredible partner, but on the other, it's a potential replacement.
To really get this paradox, you have to see just how far we've come. It's been about 75 years. We went from ENIAC, which was basically a calculator the size of a room, to the IBM PC, kind of like a reliable intern. Then we got machines that could beat us at our own games, like Deep Blue and Watson. And now we have creative partners like ChatGPT right in our pockets. The jump is just mind-blown.
And all that progress leads us right to this central fight. Is AI a partner or a replacer? On one hand, yeah, it's an amazing partner, automating the boring stuff, making us better at our jobs. But the flip side is real. We see companies hitting pause on hiring for roles that AI can now do. And that corporate speak phrase, transforming jobs, that often just means cutting teams.
But it's not all doom and gloom. There's this other side to it, this incredibly empowering message. This quote nails it. You can now just tell an AI tool in plain English, hey, make something that reminds me to shut down my computer at 5 p.m., and it'll spit out the code to do it. You don't have to be a tech wizard. You just have to start talking to it.
But, okay, there's a hidden cost to this whole AI revolution, a massive one. See, behind all the AI magic, you've got these data centers that are just chugging electricity. The projections are pretty wild. By 2026, AI by itself could be using 1/10 of all the energy used by data centers on the entire planet. We're heading for a collision between what AI needs and what the grid can supply.
This leads us right into our third section, rights and realities. And here, the channel pivots a little bit, away from just tech and more towards civics and some of the really sharp-edged economic debates happening right now. And again, using humor to make these really complex things stick.
This is just a perfect example of the style. He takes something fundamental, like your right not to incriminate yourself, and he makes it instantly gettable. It's so relatable and funny you'll never forget it. It's just a fantastic way to teach, you know? The idea just clicks without some long, dry lecture.
The material also dives right into some of the core battles of our time. Now, we're just presenting these two conflicting viewpoints from the source material impartially. One perspective you'll see is that success is almost being penalized, that we're splitting into a nation of earners versus dependents. The other viewpoint frames it very differently, that the system is set up for a powerful elite to siphon wealth from everybody else.
And then you get this. A deep dive into some real investigative stuff into public safety. The channel points out these shocking realities. For instance, a powerful, unregulated opioid that's basically the same as morphine is being concentrated and sold in so-called wellness shots you can buy at a gas station. It's a terrifying look at how clever marketing can hide a massive public health danger right in front of us.
So, we've talked about cybersecurity, AI, civics. I mean, what's the one thing that actually connects all these different topics? Well, that brings us to our final section, the power of curiosity.
As we get near the end, the whole focus kind of shifts inward with these really powerful ideas. After looking at all the external threats and big debates, the message turns to our own mindset. The idea that a real legacy isn't about what you collect for yourself, it's about what you share with others.
And really, this is it. This is the core belief that runs under everything else. It doesn't matter if the topic is a software update, an AI, a constitutional right, or some weird product on a store shelf. The message is always the same. Be an active player. Don't just sit back. Stay informed. Ask the hard questions. And don't just blindly accept the world the way it's handed to you. And it all comes together in this one simple, powerful sign-off that you'll see at the end of pretty much every video. It's more than a catchphrase. It's really the main call to action. It's this encouragement to never, ever stop learning and questioning and exploring.
So we'll end by turning that right back around to you. After this quick tour through technology, security, and society, what new question got sparked for you? In a world that is screaming for our attention all the time, maybe deciding what you're going to be curious about is the most important choice you can make.